Hello there, you fanatics. My name is Frantic, if you didn't already know, and I am here to play some Balatro. Now, if you are somebody who likes roguelites, who likes poker, or who likes deck building, well boy did they make the game for you, because this is all three of them. And if by you I mean me, I certainly mean me, because I love this game. I put about 70 hours into this game, and I'm gonna go try to gold stake all the decks. And I think that'll be a lot of fun. If I sound out of breath, it's because I just took my dog out for a walk, which she usually turns into a run, and thus, no breath. Anyways, I have gold staked a deck already, Abandoned deck. It's the only deck I've gold staked. It's one of the easier ones to do it, just because it's a 40 card deck that makes it a little easier to get all the good hands. At the cost of chips, I suppose. But yeah, we've gotten a lot of the decks up to, what's the blind here? Black stake? That's where Eternal Jokers show up. So I'll walk you through some of the basics here as we play through the first couple of hands, especially if you're new to this. So let's pick a deck that doesn't completely turn the game on its head as soon as you start. I guess Ghost deck isn't as bad. If I tried to show you something where you don't get normal money or whatnot, it'd be a little weird. So let's start this off. Again, I'm going to try to get everything to black stake first before I start pushing towards getting to gold stake. I got a handful of decks to take us there. Or a handful of decks that need to get there. Ghost deck is just next in line. So let's get this started. So yeah, this is a poker roguelite, if you hadn't heard. It's an extremely fun game. The ultimate goal is to play poker hands. You know, straight flush, four of a kind, full house, flush, straight, three of a kind, etc., etc. Each one is worth a set of number of chips, and then it has a multiplier. So there are two ways to score points, or get more points, obviously. You can scale how many chips you get, or you can scale your multiplier. And to be honest, multiplier is a lot better to scale, though we'll, you know, talk about those things as they come up. But yeah, you're ultimately trying to score a certain amount of points, and that is determined here. That's what our numbers here. Score 300, then 450, then 600. These are each set hands. No. These are set rounds. They're blinds. And you get 4 hands per round with 3 discards total. So let's walk through it. Actually, we have an interesting $5 extra here. I don't think it's worth it. It's only $5. So you can skip each blind and get certain things for it. So ultimately what we're trying to do here is, you know, make poker hands. And early on, your poker hands that are best suited to win the game for you, I think, are straights. Full houses are tempting, but you gotta get one of the card you're looking for. If you already have 2 each, I think it's a pretty low odds to pull that off. You can also throw out a 2-pair, but it's not worth very much. So each card scores basically what you would expect. A 2 would score 2, a 9 scores 9, face cards score 10, ace scores 11. And those are chips. So this would only be, what, 22, 42, 62 times 2, 140 something. Not what we're looking for, 120 something. So instead, I actually don't need to keep very much here. Flushes are also something you can go for. I'm going to keep all these spades. I guess I could keep the 2 of spades and try for a flush. Oh, wow. Almost got the straight. Almost got a straight flush, honestly. Though this should still win it for us. The very first hand, getting 300 points is not too hard. As long as you have a hand that comprises of 8s and above, hoping for at least more than one 10 chip card, you're doing pretty good. So Jokers. This is our first little wrinkle of the game. Jokers are ways to get more points. So let's check this out. Supernova adds the number of times we've played a poker hand to your mult. And that's throughout the entire run. Currently, the only hand we've played is the 1 flush, so this is not very good for us. Though later on, if we end up playing 30 high cards, you know, that's 30 extra mult just for playing a high card. The first played face card will give us ×2 mult, which is pretty powerful, but considering we don't have any way to increase our mult at all, what we call a flat mult, it's kind of useless. So we can spin the dice, open up a buffoon pack, and see if we can find a better joker. We're $1 away from being able to use a Mega Arcana pack. Arcana packs will let us transform the deck in a lot of different ways. We'll see those eventually. Hex wants us to have a joker, so we started with the Ghost deck. It gives us this lovely Hex card. And it also... Oh wait, that's... I always forget where you see this at. Here it is. We can also see Spectral cards. So they're another type of pack that you can only get Spectral cards from the pack, but with this deck, we actually might see them here. Getting an extra hand also per round is really good, but $10 is a lot. And A, we don't have it. And B, we should really try to get a joker as soon as possible. And honestly, half joker is really, really good. So retriggering held in hand might seem weird, especially when you haven't seen any held in hand cards. There are many cards that you can hold in hand and get bonuses from. Half Joker gives us plus 20 mult if we only play 3 cards. Remember how I just said we could play a bunch of high cards? Well, that's one way to get 20 mult. Which is honestly what I'm probably going to do. So, something that's interesting is interest. Interesting. At the end of each round, for every $5 you have, you just get an extra $5. Or not that. Shoot, I said that wrong. At the end of each round, for every $5 you have, you get an additional $1 of interest. It caps at $5, though there are ways to increase that. So what's a 3 of a kind get us? 1,000 points. Pretty good, huh? See, flat 20 mult. Really quick way to get you through the first set of blinds here. So we could just go for an additional hand. We can literally beat the boss blind as is, so this is a pretty good choice in my opinion. We could also make this times 1.5, meaning it would be, what is that? 30 mult. But that is also applied to all other mult we get. I'm genuinely fine with that. Half Joker can carry a run pretty hard into the mid game. And as much as I like gaining money, this will pay dividends rather quickly. So what's interesting about that is at the end of each round, for every hand you don't play, you actually get money. And I skipped through it on the last one, but I'll show you on this next one here. Heart cards are debuffed. So that means if we play them, they don't score any chips. I think we could genuinely win this with a high card. I'm going to go ahead and play 2 other cards. They will not get scored because we're scoring a high card hand, but it's effectively discarding. Okay, 472. That's all right. Which means a pair is probably better. So we have 3 hands left over. We get the money for beating the blind. We get 3 hands remaining, an extra $1 each. We didn't have $5. We actually had 0, so we got no interest. But hey, $8. So that additional hand is effectively getting us an extra $1 every round, assuming we don't use all of our hands. So econ is another thing you have to keep up, or keep in mind rather. This isn't a bad Joker per se, but I'm in the position of just kind of playing whatever best 3-card hand I can form. Hanged Man is amazing. Card removal to thin a deck. It's a deck builder. If you've played any deck builder, you know making your deck smaller is pretty much the right answer almost every time. There are cases in this game where that isn't true, but I don't think it'll. I think it's important to just start thinning the smaller cards out of the deck. So the next base edition becoming foil, giving it an extra 50 chips and free is pretty big. That will really do wonders, and we know we can beat 900. So I have no problem skipping it and going to the next one here. So I think I'm just going to try to get a 3 of a kind of aces. Oh hey, we got it. And I guess actually remove these 2. So removing pairs as opposed to like a 3 and a 2 does mean you draw a lot less 3s in your pair in general. It's one of those tiny percentage plays. Beautiful, right? So 2,100 out of a 3 of a kind. 3 of a kind's looking strong right now. I'm not entirely sold on it. So this is another tarot card. So Empress gives us mult cards. Each card that is a mult card gives you an additional 4 mult. Pretty handy, as you've already seen. Just having 20 additional mult gets our score to go up fast. And leveling up pair actually could go pretty hard. Let's see, so 3 of a kind is at 30 times 3. If we level up the pair, it goes up to, what is that, 25 times 3? I will hold it. It does put us below $10, which I'm not happy about. We do need an extra blind. We got to beat this extra large blind here, so this was actually very much the right call. We don't even have to use a discard here, so this should beat it. So the Empress turns these guys into additional 8 more mult on top of the 20 times 1.5. Okay, it didn't beat it outright, but that's still really good. And it's more important to play pairs and 3 of a kinds to increase the total times we've played them. As you saw earlier, Supernova could come in real handy for us. But we're starting strong. We're looking really good here. Oh wow. So this is free. Might as well take it. This is 50 free chips alongside any diamond we play, giving us multiplier, which is really good. And then everything being considered a face could be good, but also could really bite you in the butt. There are boss blinds. Okay, so we'll need to keep this in mind. There are boss blinds that say no face cards, like, you know, they're all debuffed. We're not getting that one. We're getting anything we play previously will get debuffed. So we should keep that in mind and play trash pairs as best we can. And I think we should craft the deck a bit more to get stuff removed, or just get some money. That's not the worst idea. Yeah, early on I like to take the money a lot because having more money gets you better odds next time. And now that we're above 20, we get $4 extra just for having this money. This skip is tempting as well. 2 common jokers could really just give us a crazy good amount of items. Or jokers, rather. And we're already hitting 600 off of 2 hands. And the less cards we play this ante are good. I think this is worth it. Sure, we miss out on $4 plus $5 more, which is a lot. But we could hit a boss, or we could hit a joker that makes us a bunch of money. What did I say? So discarding discarding 10s makes us $5. And now our hearts and diamonds give us multiplier. That's honestly pretty solid. So I want to avoid playing my faces for now. And I need to discard 10s. I did not find any 10s. Well, this is a get out of jail free hand right there. I'm going to save the multiplier cards for later. See what we can draw here. Oh, there's my dog. She'll make, that is Winifred. She will sometimes make her presence known. There are dogs outside that like to bark, and she does not like that. I'm struggling here because I want to, if I just play this, we're out. I did not at all get to mail-in rebate, so I really just want to find 110. That's all I ask for. There it is. Okay. Let's get rid of these. Excellent. I will play this 3 of a kind and accept that I will not be playing those jacks against the boss. 4,800, that was pretty nice. Winnie. Very, very rude of you. We have these new, I think they're Burmese mountain dogs. They're huge. They sit out back from us, right where my window is at, basically. And they love to bark. They have this deep bark that really sets off little Winifred. Alright, so blank voucher. You might say, why buy this? So if you buy this, later on in the run you could come across another voucher that gives you an additional joker slot. So normally we're capped at 5, but if I buy that, we might get up to 6 eventually. You do have to buy it 10 times before it actually unlocks if you're new to the game, so I pretty much bought it every single time it popped up. I'm not crazy about Mystic Summit, though it could help us out a little bit. Just having that additional 15 mult after we discard and really craft our hand. You know, it's better than nothing. It does put us $1 below, but if we discard... Ooh, we don't want to be discarding kings. I think I'll take it. Just have that bit of insurance. And sure, we lose $1 out of that, but... Again, I'm not really worried. So, where were these 10s earlier? So now I'm just trying to expend all my discards so I can get 15 mult here. So the only mult cards I have are kings. And thus, if I want $5, I would have to discard them. No big deal, honestly. Excellent. Almost 7,500. Oh, I should note order matters here, so if I were to have put the half joker here, the mult from these guys and everything I played would get times 1.5, then we would add 15. Instead, we get to 15, and then times 1.5. Always put your multiplication guys to the right. I actually like to put my money to the left, and then kind of the flat molten chips go in the middle. I guess that's how my brain looks at it. Oh wow, that was quick. So this is the leveled up version of the gain 1 hand voucher, if you couldn't tell. So having a 6th hand would go crazy. We basically would not have to worry. And we have an astronomer with 2. This is a big round. So I think sell, gimme. Get 2 free packs. 3 of a kind has been winning us hands, and we are trying to get our discards used up, so I suppose I'll start going that route. And fall back on pairs if not. I think I want to keep them neck and neck, actually, because there's a possibility we don't get a 3 of a kind, and I don't want our backup plan to be absolute trash. This will... Oh, I have a chance to buy this later. So the voucher doesn't restock until you beat the next box plan, so I have 3 rounds to buy this. I will hold off, make some money, and then buy it. I could skip for $9. I want to see where we're at, considering our one hand got a 7,500. I want to make sure we haven't fallen too far behind here. With the level up that we just got of each one to level 2 and 3, though, we should be scaling decently compared to this. I'm going to play a pair and see how we're faring. And this, keep in mind, has neither of these. We don't have a diamond, we don't have a heart. So that's almost half what we need in one hand. Looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and just pitch all of this. Oh, and that wasn't even using my discards, which you know, is what it is. If we use a discard, we're guaranteed to win off a pair. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Cool. What pair do you want to play? About that one. Yeah, that sounds right. Cool. $3 more on top of $5 from interest, on top of $8. Oh no, we didn't get any. Small blinds, once you've beaten the base level difficulty, do not give you any reward money. So you're strictly relying on how many hands you use and your interest. So that's something to keep in mind once you get further in. So I definitely think buy the Nacho Tong. We got a free Celestial Pack. Astronomer's starting to really pay some dividends here. I'll level up 3 of a kind. I don't think we want to do high card, though. We do have the high card build. And honestly, both of these jokers could be replaced by something better. We just haven't found anything yet. They sell for 2, so I could reroll and sell. I think I'm just going to hold off for now, because we're doing all right. Ooh, Spectral Packs. We haven't really been offered any Spectral anything other than we started with the way to make this Polychrome, I think it was Hex or whatever. Getting a Spectral Pack here could blow the run wide open. Spectral Packs can like turn like 5 cards into the same card, or you could duplicate these kings, or give one of your jokers negative. There's a couple different ways that it can be huge for you. I don't think we're at a point where we want to be skipping blinds for something like that at the moment. I'm very much in a I want to be making money and finding a few other things to replace these jokers. Spectral Packs don't really do that for us. Gotcha. Okay, so 2 hands here. These should both win it. If we start with the kings here, this might win it on its own, honestly. Okay, it got close. But then 3 of a kind with what we have now should absolutely kill it. Yeah, 3 of a kind getting almost 10,000 is a good sign. That's what you want. Alright, so now we need to start really scaling. Matador, I want it to be good so badly. It's trash. Don't buy it. It's one of the only ones in the game that really needs a buff at this point in time. Because there's only so many boss blinds it triggers on, and then the boss blinds you would think it would trigger on don't end up triggering, so it's just not very good. I like this. I'm going to sell this. So Judgment creates a random Joker card. We're going to spin the wheel. Ooh! Hey, we never have to worry about money ever again. So now, not only do we get the interest from just the base game telling us, hey, you know, you have $25, here's $5. We'll also just continue to get $1 on top of that. So at the end of every round, if we have $25, we get $10. And then for every 5 above that, we get an additional $1 thanks to this card, which is just huge. Mr. Bones is handy too. He can help us not die, though I don't think I need him right now. Though the game really wants me to take him. Hanging Chat is beautiful, especially since we have molt cards. That can come in handy. So, you know, if we played one of those kings that molts, instead of giving 4 molt, it gives us 12, and then it gets times 1.5. That could do wonders. But if we don't play that, we're just getting a couple extra chips. So it's not that great in our deck. I'm going to go ahead and pass, and accept that I'm getting $11 from interest alone. Base chips and molt being halved, though, is not something to be trifled with. We're going to need to craft some of the best hands we can figure out that we can find in this deck. So I am just going to focus on getting some faces out here. Okay, so if we play a high card, this is going to get us next to nothing. But I need to discard and find better hands. So, yeah, 3,000. Okay, so almost 4,000 from a high card. We might not be dead at all. I think we're fine. I want to get a 3 of a kind with these kings. I think that'll just clear it. We have the same amount of queens, jacks, and aces in the deck, so I have no problem pitching one of these right now as a high card. And I'm only doing 3 again, so my half joker, you know, actually gives me 20 extra molt. Okay, I'll take a pair. It's going to score better. Having 6 hands for this is really, really nice. Okay, so yeah, we're now actually going to just auto-win on the next pair we play, so I might as well... Yeah. Beautiful. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. And look at all this money we're about to get. $17. Rolling in it. Acrobat's one people have said is really good, though. With 6 hands, the likelihood of it actually happening? Not likely in my book. Now this is trash. I guess full house, but there's basically no reason to do it. Hat Trick will let us buy some cards from the shop, but there's kind of no reason to do it. Other than the part where I don't have the other side of it discovered. So of the vouchers that I've actually discovered, there's only 2 left that I haven't found. Hat Trick's other side, which you had to buy 20 total cards from the playing shop, which I think is cumulative throughout all of your runs. And then the second version of Hieroglyph, we actually got offered Hieroglyph earlier. It's -1 ante in hand, so you can basically repeat the round, but you lose how many hands you get, which we could actually spare right now, and then really start making some money. But and we're trying to play 3-card hands, so a 2-pair is not what we're looking for. Ooh, Campfire. So we have a fair amount of money. Campfire is best when you have a lot of money, and I think I would take that over Astronomer, because now we can scale Multiplier. Oh, I should have used that by just buying and selling things like that, because we're gonna... Oh, that might be the right call. Losing Mystic Summit would hurt us. Maybe the Greedy Joker is what we need to get rid of. This is a wild play here. Is the flat 15 mult more important than 50 chips? Let's do math. So if we play a 3 of a kind, 50 is giving us a little over 1.5 times the chip number, which effectively is 1 times 1.5. And it is over doubling it on a pair. Whereas Mystic Summit's 15 gives us, you know, 4 times the mult and twice the mult. So that tells me that selling this is probably the right call. And it takes up Campfire. And now we just need to use some planets, which we have been doing, but we'll end it there. Alright, so are we actually dead now? Did I do my math wrong? Only one way to find out. So we still want to get rid of all our cards here. Or at least all of our discards. And this is where I'm really upset, because I'm like, I would really like to have thinned this deck out a bit more. How bad is it? Okay, that's, I mean, for a pair, I'm not too upset about that. Those extra 50 chips do come in handy, I'm not gonna lie. And if Constellation doesn't do any times multiplier, it's, you know, a little more painful. Yeah, there you go. So 3 of a kind will definitely get us there, almost 10,000. The game is scaling rather fast now, so we really need to figure out a way to level up here. Maybe I should have done pair there. Blackboard's huge. Problem is we're not really getting any opportunities to buy and sell here. I don't want to go below 20, but I guess with interest here we actually do have a way to... Ooh. That's what I'm considering selling, but I actually think it's better to... Ah, yeah, see, now we get a holographic. Just like those trading cards. Did y'all collect Pokemon trading cards back in the day? Because I sure did. I guess pitch that. Yeah, that's what I thought might happen. Let's just panic and try to play our best hand and see if it wins. Shoot, that's a lot. I mean, I ain't gonna be too mad about that, because I'm pretty sure now we just get it. So we do have a bit of a chip problem, given I did sell our plus 50 chips Joker. I'm not blind to that here. And high card is pretty trash for us, and it's sometimes the only thing, literally the only thing our deck can give us. Though I'm pretty sure a pair wins it right now, so I'm not stressed. I am just kind of bummed. Yeah. We need to thin this deck a bit more. Because once we do, and we can find the hands we want to make, we can score more points. Shocker, I know. It said, you're going to complain about high card? Here, take it. Because we now have the boss blind, which is only going to let us play one hand type. And I don't want it to be high card. I probably want it to be pair. This isn't looking good. Well, it's really not looking good. I want to spend a bit more money here. Try to find... Oh, that's pretty good. Sorry. Mystic Summit. Not happening. Popcorn's going to win us this next one. Just you wait. So now we have the benefit of not having to discard our entire hand. Let's see if I think we still want to go pair because it's going to be more consistent with 6 hands. 6,000. Oof. Not very good. We might be dead. Gotta find those kings. There's one of them. Jeez, 4 of a kind. We can only play pairs, so gotta do it like that. I think we're fine. We just really need to find those kings. Oh wow, it gave us another set of pairs. I will take it. Yeah, because we're gonna clear it here. Popcorn coming in clutch for us there. Though we did spend a lot of money to find it, and it does slowly go down after every round, so not the most ideal. Buy and sell me. Up to 1.25. So Hieroglyph actually could come in handy here. It would let us buy more time. Because the next blind is 36. Which we probably can hit if we play at least 1 3 of a kind. It's a tough call. I'm gonna open this Buffoon pack and hope I hit something beautiful. DNA. Oh. This might be too late. DNA is an extremely good card. We can start duplicating these kings for this king, for instance. It gives us, you know, plus 10 mult every time it's played, which is huge, as we've learned. But that requires us to be able to get it in our first hand, and it is one of 50 cards. So the odds of that are pretty low. A flat 4 mult is just sad at this point. But I don't know what I put in. We really need to be finding more stuff for Constellation. Speak of the devil. And I know I'm spending all my money here, but we're kind of in panic mode. And we're also in upset mode because none of this is useful to us. I guess I'll make sure 4 of a kind is something. I don't know. We can't afford to skip now because we aren't scoring enough points to beat the next boss blind. I guess I'd rather just try to find these kings. Yeah, alright. Whatever. That's not very many points. Guys, I think we're washed. We might be washed. No. There's a king. Okay, okay. Not all hope is lost. Some of y'all were singing the end too early. You gotta believe. We just need one more king. We just need one more king. One of the good ones. One of the really good kings. That's not... That's trash. Come on. Big money, no whammy. I will play the pair, but I don't think it gets us there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So, 2 kings left in the bottom 15. That extra 4 mult, can it go the distance? No, it can't. Good start, right? Well, honestly, keeping it to about 30 minutes is better than an hour and a half long eternal endless run, whatever. So anyways, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far, and hopefully I didn't just ramble and not tell you anything interesting about the game. I'll continue onward here. We are not done yet. We got plenty more to play. We got a lot of decks to gold. But hey, if you got anything, tips, tricks, whatever to share, please let me know in the comments down below. I am I'm an active viewer of Balatro University, so I've learned a lot, but I know there's still plenty to learn. And also, if anything about the video, sound, audio, all that crap sounds strange or off, let me know as well. I'm working out the kinks of it. This is episode 1 after all. Either way, thank you, fanatics. I love you all dearly, and I'll see you next time.